There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Sing what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there, a jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Sing what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Sing what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Sing what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ian Allen. This is Crime Watch, and we are back top of the evening too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is now 13. A special good evening to all those who are locked on online, wherever you are in London, in New York, wherever you are. Make sure and download the app. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we have started to update the app. You may remember you can also update your app, but I was just chatting with my website people, and they said in a couple of days we're going to be up and running. We're going to be up and running, ladies and gentlemen. Someone asked me a short while ago what's going on with the double murder. That is the in Prince's Town. Oswald Allen, and Mark Stephen. It's 1 week ago, almost 1 week ago. Tomorrow's going to make it 1 week. But during the course of the show, I'll tell you exactly what I did and who I contacted. Because as I said, we're taking it to a different level. As I said, we're taking Crime Watch to a different level. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we need your support. We need your support because crime is not just Ian Allen business. Crime is not just Crime Watch business. Crime is not just Gary Griffith business. Crime is not just the police business. Crime is your business. Because it is your business because it affects your children. It affects your movement on a daily basis. It affects your family. It affects every single thing. Crime affects everybody, and crime is your business. And that is why today I'm asking you, make sure you can, I'm asking you to WhatsApp me on 290-4426. That's 290-4426, 290-4-IAN. 290-4-IAN. I'm just trying to make it easier for you. 290-4-IAN. Send me a WhatsApp. Let me know where they have the guns, where they have the drugs, where they have the people breaking the law, those illegal immigrants, those non-nationals down here selling guns, selling drugs. Let me know exactly what is going on. Ladies and gentlemen, just a short while ago, tragedy struck MALONEY. Tragedy struck MALONEY. We're hearing about an 11-year-old now. Conflicting reports, Conflicting reports. Reports coming in saying that she's dead. Reports coming in that saying that she's alive. But so far, I will go with what the doctor said, what the police have just said, that she is alive. She's critical, but she is alive. At Mount Hope Medical Complex. We can't confirm her death. I can't confirm that, but so far I'm going with she's alive. An autistic 15-year-old, ladies and gentlemen, 11-year-old autistic girl is critical at hospital after she fell off the 4th floor of the apartment building in Maloney Gardens, Derby, earlier today. She has been identified as RHIANNA Reed. Fell from the balcony at her building 15 apartment. Reed remained in critical but stable condition at the Eric Williams Medical Science Complex in Mount Hope. She reportedly climbed out of the apartment after the door was locked, and she was told to remain inside by her mother, ERMIN Celestine. Unknown to her mother, the child went out to the balcony and attempted to climb out from the apartment when she fell 4 stories below. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is a photo of the young lady, of the 11-year-old. My God. Oh, that is so sad, yeah? But director, let me tell you what will happen there. Maybe she fell on the how you call that? That awning. So that could have kind of cushioned the fall to an extent. You understand me? If you look back at the video, and if you look back at the top, maybe she could have fell on the awning. Fell from the awning, but then again, you don't know. Open up the lines. I call. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. I know it's very hard to take care of an autistic child or a child who has cerebral palsy because, as you know, government has taken the grant and whatnot from the families, from the parents of these children. So it's very, very hard. Sometimes, when the last administration were in power, you could have still accessed a grant where you could have paid someone to stay home, make sure the child gets proper medical, make sure you could take a little money from the grant and assist in getting somebody somebody who's qualified and whatnot. But when the PNM government come in power, and I'm saying it, and whether you like it or not, when they came into power, they removed the grant from even the children with cerebral palsy. The children who are on the wheelchair and cannot move and whatnot. And that is a terrible, terrible state. And that is what they did. So I mean, you don't know if the grant was taken from her also, because, but there are hundreds of children out there where the grant was taken from them. But we have grant to build Balizé House, you know that. We have grant to build Balizé House. We have time to go and beg by Invaders Bay, by Price Mart there outside to say we want to build Balizé House. Unbelievable, yeah? Unbelievable. Let's go back to the story, please. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Hi, caller. Go ahead.
You're bringing politics into this, huh? You're bringing politics into this.
Boy, get lost now, boy. Get lost now. Where you feel you're talking to? Why? If I go, we use my, we use. You bring politics in there? You must be paying synergy every month. You paying synergy every month. You finding $200,000-$300,000 to pay all the bills. As I tell people, if you don't make $500,000 a month, we can't survive, you know. We cannot survive. And that's why every day I tell you, that is why I have to know I'm doing my thing. I have to know I'm doing my thing. I have to make sure and keep my head above water. I have all right to tell the nation. I have all right to tell the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I have all right to tell the nation. Hold a second. Hello, go ahead fast. Alive, huh? I'll call you back. They didn't know alive when I was calling her. But anyhow, that was an important call. But nevertheless, I have all right to tell the nation that family, because you don't know, you and the mother trying, you don't know what's going on. Maybe she want to bust out, she want to go on, maybe go to the market, but they take the grant from the children. So I have all right to tell you, I didn't take the grant. Let me tell you something. I didn't take the grant, and I'm here to take the grant. My mother didn't take the grant. I didn't take the grant to build my studio. The government took the grant. The government, at the end of the day, is the government in power, currently in power. So I have a right to come and tell you that. So when I jump into politics, I'm not speaking about politics. I have all right to tell you about, because politics, we are in a position, we are in this predicament because of politics. People unemployed, thousands and thousands and thousands of people unemployed because whoever they vote for, that's what you get, whether you like it or not. So you can't vex with me if I bring, you're bringing politics, why? Thank God, every day, I lift up my Bible and say, thank God I live on this TV every day, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, flashback. I just given you a flashback. Also, remember, the last, in point 14, New Year's Day, a baby fella, 2-month-old baby boy, was in critical condition at the San Fernando Hospital after he fell over the banister at his parents' home. In point 14, on New Year's Day, the baby is reported to have sustained a broken arm and severe head injuries. Remember this incident took place. Just giving you a fast flashback. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man identified as skeleton. He was shot dead inside his home. Remember, the murder toll now is 13. On Friday, I left you with 11. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it is 13. Skeleton, a man identified as skeleton, shot dead inside his home at Mount Hope Extension earlier this morning. 27-year-old Brandon Skeleton Barker was shot dead at his Mount Hope Road Extension home earlier on Monday, that's today, around 12:30 a.m. Matthews Noel reported to the police that he was in his bedroom with his girlfriend when he heard loud explosion. Upon checking, he found Barker lying on the bedroom floor with blood coming from the mouth and abdomen. The victim was dead on the scene. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime, but this took place. Now, we murder told now is...
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Go ahead.
These people just can't handle the truth.
What is that?
I said these people cannot handle the truth.
They can't... Is it truth? I can call anybody. I can call the president of the cerebral palsy. I think I have him on my phone, and he will tell you that the grant was taken. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, go ahead.
Mr. Allen.
Hi, go ahead.
You don't worry with these PNM sycophants now. You want to tell me you take away grant from children?
Yeah.
autistic children, but they have money to buy 4 dead boats, right?
Yeah.
4 dead boats, not one are working. You know what millions is that? Plus I hear Rowley on television saying the other night, they ordered 2 more for how much? Hundreds of millions of dollars.
What you order?
Taking everything from poor children. It's a wicked government we have here. You have a good day and continue your good work.
You know what I'm saying? You see me? Me about that now? Now let's go open up the lines, I'm trying to get enough. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good afternoon, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, Prem, go ahead.
Right, the next thing they come is property tax and retail next. It's gone too far now, why, Allen? And we trying all out to live with our unity and our one love and respect one another. This thing is started. What really going on?
You think it's easy? Hi, caller, good evening. I'm not trying to get a number for you. If I had the number, yeah? If I had the number, open up the lines. Cereb. How is spell Cereb? C-R-E-B. C-R-E-B. C-R. Right, C-R-E-B. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I don't have the number. I should have gotten the number for the guy. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The government the former government gets $1 billion to run a pipeline to nowhere. We expect the people to get money to give these other people. They go on with the money and they go on with it.
I don't know what you say. Next caller. On the end, they're going with it. Who going with it? Murder at Matarita Arima as victim is shot in street outside his home. Wait. Director, the young boy on the ground, he died? No, the one in Maloney, he's alive. Yeah, oh, thank God. 32-year-old Ashton Torres was shot and killed in the street outside his Manhattan Drive, Matarita Arima home on Saturday, the 12th of January. His mother, Josanne Raymond, heard the gunshot from inside her home, and upon venturing outside, she saw several residents from the area surrounding her son, who had been shot about the body around 8:30 a.m. Moment before he was shot, Torres had left his home and was at the side of the road when a car drove by, and he was shot. And shot was fired. He was taken to the Arima District Medical, where he died around 9:25 a.m. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good evening, Yon.
Yeah, go ahead.
You forget, Rowley could have found millions to spend on coffee. But to give the children who suffering from the children's fund, they couldn't take it out.
Thank
but
you.
The Monster Health refused and all. So what I'm talking about?
No, but thank you. You know what people, so coffee better than everybody then. Coffee better than everybody. I tell you, the only good coffee I know is pasta coffee from JV. Me no know coffee again, you know. But at the end of the day, you take all this millions of dollars and spend it on coffee. Why normal citizens, suffering in Moncton, can't even get a bed. They're suffering in Sandy Grande, they're suffering. People suffering. And I must talk. I have a duty to come out and tell you. And I hear they come out a ball. A certain trial going to start. Soon, in a couple months. And I hear they come out a ball to arrest somebody. Remember I tell you that today? Just remember I tell you that. I get that from inside the zone. Let's take a fast break.
Double Palm Guest House, newest location at Robertson Street, San Fernando. Enter unnoticed without special someone. Secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms. Open 24 hours every day for your convenience. Visit them today at any one of their locations.
Coming into Army Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have Z and C purlins, I-beams, all sizes, BRC, galvanized of all lengths, plain and painted, all materials for suspended ceilings and much, much more. 35A Eastern Main Road, Aruka, opposite KFC, telephone 692-3051 or 3629. And Derrick Road, Chase Village, 671-3001. Come visit us today at Army Hardware.
It's your journey, our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturday.
The place real hot, the fan not cutting it, and your budget little tight. Then you need to contact Neil Cool today. They are Trinidad and Tobago #1 providers for top brand air conditioned units such as
Delta, Comfy, Daikin, and Lennox.
Units starting as low as $2,250 install, plus you're getting 5 years warranty. Contact Neil Cool today and experience the comfort you always wanted.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, Indigenous Fantasy, for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics, and lots more. For more information, call telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
All right, Annalisa, I got the message. Just want you to know I got your message. Okay, I just got your message. I asked. Someone just sent me a nice. Robin just sent me a nice thing there. I asked God, why are you taking me through troubled waters? He replied, because your enemy can't swim. Good one, good one, good one, good one, good one. Ladies and gentlemen, Maloney man shot critically wounded in drive-by shooting. 18-year-old Clivon Legs, a.k.a. Legs Oxley, of building 20 Maloney Gardens, Derby, remains warded at Mount Hope Hospital after he was shot multiple times in the back during a drive-by shooting on Saturday, January 12th at Jacobin Avenue, Maloney. The victim was along the roadway around 11 a.m. when a silver vehicle registration unknown drove by and the occupants opened on him before speeding off. Residents rushed outside. The injured man was later conveyed to the Arima District Hospital. Open up the lines.
Fight it. God. Breathe, baby, just breathe. How many? Breathe, baby, breathe. Oh, look at you. But many had the kind of copper. Stay alive. Stay. All right. Talk. Just talk. Clever.
Legs no come and stop me, boy. Legs no come and stop me, boy.
All right.
Good evening, you're live.
Evening, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just drifting from your show a little bit. I know everybody watching your program. I want to tell you, I gave some information about our wall. The wall is about 20 feet north of Buckmalatris Post Office. The wall is falling. You have two schools, a little on the southern side of Buckmalatris School, and in the evening it have a lot of children walking on that pavement.
Hold on, somebody will take your information off the air.
Okay.
And really, really fast, Buckmalatris. Hi, caller, good evening. And this was when the guy was shot. Listen to the video and listen how the people started to panic.
Clever, fight it. God. Breathe, baby, just breathe. How many? Breathe, baby, breathe. Oh, look at you. But many had the kind of copper. Stay alive. Stay. All right. Talk. Just talk. Clever.
Legs no come and stop me, boy.
All right. But many, only get many to come in the car now. We need a car. Hey, many had the car in the car park. Somebody come on.
Hey, boy. Director, how is he doing? Wow, unbelievable. But you know, I will tell you something. Come back to me. Let me give you a little flashback. On Friday, the 5th of October, 2018, Clovan Oxley, father of Brent, that's the guy who's father of Brent, no. Clovan's father, Brent Oxley, was arrested. No. The fellow who was on the, listen, let me explain something here. The video that you saw with the guy on the ground, this video here, that's Clovan Oxley. He was shot on Saturday. On the 5th of October 2018, his father, Brent Oxley, was arrested at Building 21 Maloney in possession of a 9mm pistol and 10 rounds of ammunition. Days later, he pleaded guilty in the Arima Magistrate Court and was sent to jail for 18 months by Senior Magistrate Joanne O'Connor on the charges which were laid by Detective Corporal Damian Ali of the Maloney CID. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, on the 5th of October, the guy on the ground, this is his father. His father was, okay, this is the guy here, that's his son on the ground. The guy on the ground, this is his father. His father, Brent Oxley, was sent to jail for 18 months for being in possession. I believe he's still in prison. He's still in prison. He was in possession of a 9mm pistol. So, you see, I tried to do my investigation. I tried, to not just show you a guy lying on the ground. I try as much as possible to give you a history. All right? 2 killed on highway crashes on Saturday. The country recorded its first fatal road traffic accident on Saturday, 12th of January, when a man and woman were killed when their vehicle plunged into the Waima River off the southbound lane of the Uriah Butler Highway in Carney during the early hours. 34-year-old Karen Antoine of Barataria and 30-year-old Samantha Bipat were declared dead at the scene of the crash after the vehicle Antoine was driving was lifted from the river by a hydraulic mechanism from the fire truck. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 killed. The 2 has been identified as Karen Antoine and Samantha Bipat. First 2 road fit. Some of like I know Samantha. What kind of car is that? Almera or something? Way boy. A real sad boy. Look cool it on the road, yeah? Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Allen.
Good afternoon.
Concerning the children grant, people don't know who in the kitchen is still the heat. My daughter had to stop working because she have a child with that same cerebral palsy problem. The first thing that these people did was take away the money from these people. You hear?
So let me ask you something. Hold on. Yes. Let me ask you something. I lying on TV and I telling you the truth?
You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. People
because your daughter have a child with cerebral palsy and she can't work?
My grandchild is one that was taken away. My daughter was able to work because of the condition of the child. She cannot walk. She had to lift up. You hear? So these people who calling and talking is because they don't have the experience. They could say anything.
I love how you say it. I love how you say it there. Who in the kitchen feels the heat? People can rant and rave. People can wail. People can talk.
Them don't have the experience. Them don't know if they have a child with that condition.
You're right. And I'm all right to tell you. Thanks again. let's go back to the accident that claimed the lives of two individuals, identified as 34-year-old Karen Antwine and Samantha B. Putt. Their car plunged into the Waima River on the southbound lane of the Uriah Butler Highway in Caroni during the early hours on Saturday. Hi, caller. Good evening.
Yeah, and that fella who called it, he getting contractable road by.
Way boy, that right there now. Look the guy here in way boy. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Somehow I feel like I know this Samantha B. Putt. Somehow I feel like I know this girl. Hi caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Watch. Hi caller, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ian.
Yeah.
I agree that you must tell the callers the truth, but tell them the whole truth. Let them know that your UNC government steal out the money. Tell them that. That is why the people can't get no grant.
You have any family with cerebral palsy?
Tell them that is why they can't get the grant.
Go ahead.
If they didn't take
Go
the
ahead.
$billion
Go ahead.
and give
Do you have
SIS
any
to
family with cerebral
pipeline,
palsy? Go ahead. You have any family who have cerebral palsy and depend on a grant but get lost, yeah? I'm not in a good mood. Yeah, we talking? There has to be somebody from up in town or some Sawati people or something, tell your family and the police and all kind of thing. They are no grant, What wrong I tell you? I don't, but you're beaten up or But I tell you, watch me. I tell you, it remind me, It remind me. These days I read my little Bible. It remind me that when the blind man was healed by Jesus, the man said, me I care who he is now. All I know, I was blind, but now I see. Me I care who healed me. Me I care if a thief healed me. I know who healed me. But all I know, I was blind, but now I see. So all I know, that when the last government was in power, people was working. You understand? You understand? So I don't know what's going on. All I know, the last people who was running this place here, people was working and life was much better than this. I can tell you that. And if they say rum was running the country, well, brother man, are you opening a distillery? I telling you. I remember nobody can come around my friend. That my friend. But at the end of the day, things was much better. Whether you like it or not, on a serious note, things was much better. Look, the lady telling you that. When they come in power, this government come in power, they take the cerebral palsy grant. I can tell you that. I spoke to people who children have cerebral palsy and it's hard. Well, woman rape. Let me go back to, woman rape by man whom she invite over to play a game of cards in San Fernando. Me can't play cards, me can't play cards, so I tell you up front, I can't play no cards. I don't know what's romy and card and thing and go so and shake up so and shake up your eye and push out your tongue. I don't know what is that. And go so and dip so and I don't know what is that. And the worst thing to ever wait for is for people who playing card and waiting for a drop. Here, boy, you know what partners I cost up for that? Never pick me up and carry me no line. Man, as I started to play card, I know that I was thing and have me like, let me done the thing now, boy. Let me done now. Let me ready to go, This woman, 27-year-old health worker, was sexually assaulted on Saturday night by a man she invited in her San Fernando apartment in Lime. The suspect has since gone into hiding and has been sought by the police. Let's take a fast break.
The Ranch Trinity Mall and C3 Center has now opened its newest branch, together with Flamboyant Cuisine, next to Royal Castle, Eastern Main Road, Current. Get value for money. We cater for all types of meats, with the exception of pork, and it's halal certified. For more information, call 223-5200.
Trillium International School, a private school offering Ontario, Canada Ministry of Education curricula to elementary and secondary students, located at Hackam Street, Shoguanas. Certified teachers from Canada and Trinidad, enroll now.
Sheikleisha Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Sheikleisha Limited, 665-3336.
The grand opening of Homeland Marketing Company Limited, beautiful wrought iron products for gates, fences, burglar-proof and lots more. Come and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs, paints, tools and welding products. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Shoguanas.
Call 235-GATE or 235-IRON.
Tire Clinic. Get the best quality tires in the country at affordable prices at our branches in Couva, Shoguanas and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, 2 nabbed after robbery attempt at Domino's Pizza near the Four Roads Police Station. 2 men suspected of attempting to rob Domino's Pizza located at a stone throw away from Four Roads Police Station, Diego Martin, was nabbed by officers a short distance away without incident. The arrest of the suspect was captured on his cell phone video earlier today. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Watch. But early morning, they're eating pizza? What would the chill is this? They might gone for breadstick. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. One time, watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, apparently this was a suspect, like one of the suspects here. Hit him some hard coffee in the head now, but like pull him through the gate. What is this? Is wedding or something? Hi, caller, good evening.
Come inside. Time to come inside. Come. Good night, Mr. Allen.
What a punk for your saltfish?
Huh?
What a punk for the...
Oh, sorry. I just called my son inside. Sorry.
What is that?
I was calling my son inside. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Claiborne Oxley's sister calling here, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah, go ahead.
And my brother, well, I don't know if you know about him, but you could ask people around. He was never in nothing. I ain't going to say, like how other people like to say, he was a good boy and he this and he that. My brother was never in nothing. And it's also that envious thing.
Oh, you have any idea who did it? You have any idea who did it?
Yes, you know.
Okay, hold on. I will leave. Okay, let's not talk about that. Here we're going on. Somebody will take your number off there and I'll call you after the show.
All right, nice.
Let me know the shooters. Let me go for them one time. Let me just, you see all this long antics thing and here we're going on. It has shooters at large. They pass in a car. They spray down the man. Zit. The man alive. Here we're going on. I want to know the shooter so we can go for them and let them know, well, you know, ting. You know what I mean? Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Also, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. 3 men in court.
I'm fed up here about this thing, about this one ball and that one thief and that one ball and that one thief. If the people thief, lock them up. If you cannot lock them up, then you're wasting time. You understand? Thank you, sir.
You spoke like a bicycle wheel, boy. You spoke like a bicycle wheel. Reports coming in right now that there is a fire on the bus route in the vicinity of St. Joseph. Could somebody send me a picture of 290-4426? 290-4426. 3 men in court charged with allegedly robbing Island Bear at South Park last week. 3 men identified as Atiba Seeley, Kirsten Charles, and Gerald Alexis were all charged with allegedly robbing 7 persons at Island Bar and Grill at South Park in San Fernando on Tuesday. The suspect was expected to appear before a San Fernando Magistrate Court to answer the indictable charges, as one of the suspects faced an additional charge of firearm and ammunition possession. One man was held inside a washroom at KFC. Remember that? So these are the suspects. I don't want to see the KFC video. I want to see the suspects. You shall come Shagonas and do that. The blood would have mixed with ketchup. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime. Well, look at them. Watch.
Yes, Mr. Allen.
Go ahead.
The gentleman that's calling there, that dotish man we're talking about who thief and that where the children can't get the money. I want him to know, is the UNC who put the money in place for the children, not PNM, eh? Is UNC who put that in place, Miss Kamala who put that in place for the children. Why you don't watch it dotish?
Hey, girl, hey, relax yourself, girl. Why you don't...
Fast.
Yeah, off the air, you know, we got cuss and go on, you know that. Why you don't...
You know you're not ready to bust up.
All right, yeah, all right. So these are the 3 people charged with the robbery at the bar and grill restaurant in South Park. Also, drug lab busted in Central as cops detained one man over the weekend. 42-year-old Freeport man remains in police custody after he was arrested at home for possession of cocaine and items used in making the drugs around 8:30 a.m. on Sunday, January. ASP Richard Smith and a team of officers from Shagona's CID and Central Division Task Force executed a search warrant at the house located at Primrose Avenue, Rupsing Road, Capichaima, where they found and seized 924 grams of cocaine. Police have found a makeshift lab on the top floor outfitted with various utensils and paraphernalia used to make cocaine. The suspect was taken to custody and is expected to be charged today after members of the Organized Crime and Investigation Unit. What? Smith, you're working? Why? Give me a nice picture, Smith. Give me a nice picture of ASP Smith. This is your house, yeah? Okay. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good afternoon, Mr. Allen.
Good afternoon.
I recall in Parliament, Prime Minister Manning asking his then Housing Minister where the money gone. And now we see that the money did not go into the flood relief for the area of Greenville. No work was done to alleviate flooding in that area. So now we know where the money did not go.
Me, I want to get no bacchanal with no politics. So look, can I cool it, man? Don't cool my head now.
No, we're talking about the money.
No, we're talking about the money. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Well, if I tell you something, right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
I want money. Right, so right now I have bills to pay. So I can start, Rowley and they're paying the bill.
Do like Patrick Manning and ask somebody for the money.
What works?
Ask the former housing minister.
When I pause, as my good friend say, when I pause, ladies and gentlemen, he becomes a raging bull. Ladies and gentlemen, look how good picture my partner Smith here, ASP Smith. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. With respect to the drug bus in Central. Good. Put up a nice picture, man, man. Put up a nice picture, man. That's our guy, man. Really good. Really, he and his team went down and he did a good job. And that's a good guy. Yeah, that's a good guy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, police service run out of money as the government has not released close to 60 million to the service. Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith last month requested from the Finance Ministry 80 million in order to provide goods and services within the police service, but had not received a single cent. However, Minister of Finance Colin Imbert in a press statement on Sunday night said that 20 million has been released to the service, but sources at the police finance branch said no monies were added to the account, which is under the control of the Commissioner of Police. Hours after, Imbert press release, Commissioner Griffith is quoted as saying, if and when releases are made, the monies will be spent effectively. So that simply means they try to mash up Gary in a technical way there. But Gary come back and say, yeah, we're going to turn on money. But when the money come, we will not have to spend it. We will deal with it accordingly. So he handled it in a very diplomatic way. That is the word here. Now, ladies and you're hearing this one dead, that one dead. But nevertheless, just to let you know, the prisoner commissioner, Gerard Wilson, which I know personally, he's alive and well. Amidst WhatsApp voice note that he was shot and killed over the weekend. The people like to cry death on people. Commissioner Wilson said he received many concerns, phone call, and appreciated them that he added that he did not know who was being mischievous, or the agenda of the person spreading the rumors that the TTPS will also issue a press statement calling person to desist from creating public mischief. Really, really fast. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for Joel Alvarado. And Joel Alvarado Mohammed and Deandra Chattergoon. I'm looking for these two people. Is it possible? Hold a second. Where can I find these two persons? And I'm looking for a person by the name of Candice Furman. Candice, could you get in contact with me, please? Candice Furman. Could you, and also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for Satyam Kasi. That is the man with meat mouth. He has a place right next. But he has a mini mart or something, you know. Yeah. Dean Ashby. Lester Ronald Herrera. Anderson Paul. Tell me where I can find, or tell me if you all come back on the boat, Anderson, yeah, what's going on? You see, you and the games thing is done. Anderson Paul, Alistair Osborne, Hubert Kwashi, go ahead. Garner Jules. Rennie Mirage. Roger Ruplal. Right. Also Anderson Ramdial, a.k.a. Bronze. Also Megan Marie Mitchell. Jude Quinnin. Khadijah Ali, get in contact with me. Garnish, a.k.a. Boots. Kevin Alec and Dale Mirage. Now these people, some of these people and them, ladies and gentlemen, vehicles stolen outside Price Plaza. Well, I saw vehicles stolen at the Hare Krishna Temple in Edinburgh. Okay, remember looking for this guy here? Just put out this guy here. Where we could find this guy? Very, very important. Where could I find this guy? Dale Mirage. Also vehicles stolen at Price Plaza. A B13, PAZ 6789. Black windscreen. It have a highly blessed. If anybody see this vehicle, if your neighbor see, point Lisas. Also, another B13 was stolen on Wednesday the 2nd. Now look at it here, at Price Plaza. So 2 B13 was stolen in Price Plaza. No, one at Point Lisas. Which one at Point Lisas? PAZ 6789. On the 7th of January. Watch this car and watch it well. If you saw your neighbor with this car, and this one was stolen at Price Plaza. PAG, PBG, and you know the police was supposed to come back and help the man get his car, the footage and whatnot. Also a AD wagon. On the 18th of November, they parked the car wrong in St. Anne's, and when they woke up the next morning, the car was gone. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a white age 100 van stolen at Royal Bank Car Park at Queen Street, Arima. Way boy. If all you see all the neighbors driving this car, only strange person, all they get in contact with me, eh? And also, ladies and gentlemen, Charon's Car Park, daytime robbery. I'll just show you a little clip. I'm running that tomorrow. On the 3rd of January, the man left his car and somebody else went in. Watch this. Watch him. Watch. He go on in the people car. Good enough. That your car? Watch. Have some close-up shots. Watch. Tomorrow I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to find you tomorrow. Hey, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. I made a big breakthrough with respect to the double murder. With respect to the double murder, ladies and gentlemen, I made a big breakthrough. When we come back, I'll tell you.
It's your journey, our passion at Brantech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturday.
The place real hot, the fan not cutting it, and your budget little tight. Then you need to contact Neil Cool today. They are Trinidad and Tobago #1 providers for top brand air conditioned units such as
Delta, Comfy, Daikin, and Lennox.
Units starting as low as $2,250 install, plus you're getting 5 years warranty. Contact Neil Cool today and experience the comfort you always wanted.
Double Palm Guest House, newest location at Robertson Street, San Fernando. Enter unnoticed with that special someone. Secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms, open 24 hours every day for your convenience. Visit them today at any one of their locations.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
Coming into RMA Hardware today for all your building supplies from start to finish. We have C and C purlins, I-beams, all sizes, BRC, galvanizer for all lengths, plain and painted, all materials for suspended ceilings, and much, much more. 35A Eastern Main Road, Aruka, opposite KFC. Telephone 692-3051 or 3629. And Derrick Road, Chase Village, 671-3001. Come visit us today at RMA Hardware.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see the double murder that took place last week, Tuesday? I need to tell you something. Mark Allen, Oswald Allen, sorry, and Mark Stephen. They were both shot to death. Right? They were both shot to death. These are the photographs here. Remember when I showed the split screen with the light and whatnot? Remember this? You remember this clip here? When I showed as soon as Mark was coming in. Remember the split screen? If you could get the split screen out, right? Okay, watch when the car park. Right. Because when Mark was coming downstairs, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you all know that over the weekend, new information surfaced during my investigation of that murder, of that double murder. I have given, in fact, I contacted the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith. We had a very lengthy discussion. I met with senior officials, senior officers that Commissioner Gary Griffith recommended that I meet with, and he organized the meeting and whatnot. And I was able to pass names, phone numbers, images, photographs, and a lot of information concerning that double murder. But ladies and gentlemen, very interesting. I don't want to put up no picture, but I just want you to know, with respect to the double murder, open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Ian.
Good evening.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Mute your television, said come back to me. So ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that I have made a serious, you will see these CGs. Do I have these CGs for it, please? All right, we have made a big breakthrough with respect to that investigation. But you know, I'll tell you this here. Also, ladies and gentlemen, over the weekend, I was able to make a breakthrough with respect to our Ford Ranger when it was stolen. Remember a Ford Ranger that was stolen? This is the video there. I have made a breakthrough with that also. I have made a breakthrough with that. Just to let you all know that. Okay. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening. I'm Ian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to tell you, you know what? God will bless you. And may you live long. May God bless you and make you the Prime Minister of this country.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, over the weekend, I made a breakthrough with that. But I don't want to tell you what I did. But nevertheless, there are people assisting the police currently with that. With that. You know, that Mark, that boy that was murdered, I will show you a little picture of him in his funeral. At the funeral of Mark Stephen. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know, during my investigation, and somebody asked me how I know Mark was getting on. Down to the man on the quick out stand could have seen that. They'd know that too. That Mark was getting the matrix. When Mark left to go offshore, the woman known to him, I ain't saying which woman because I don't know, I just saying that there are plenty of women out there, was giving him it. So everybody was upset with me, but I tell you, I just don't bust up my mouth when I come on television here. I can play something for you that will make you all feel sickener. You want to hear a voice of the deceased? Would you like to hear a voice of the deceased? Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm playing a voice. So if I have it ready, do I have it ready? Do I have the CGs ready? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice note of Mark Stephen. Now, this was the funeral here taking place here. Okay, we can stop and okay.
My head on, good thing I have my head on because trust me, I don't get myself in real trouble. But I'll be reading about me on the news and all kind of thing. Good thing I have my head on, only because of my son, Peter. I tell you that.
Where is the CG for it?
Saved she and it saved me. Only because I telling you, I nearly go mad on she the other day here. No. Touch me, trust me, nearly go mad. Yeah, I'm telling you, 3 times the man drive my car, girl. He go on tongue with my car and all, put a spin and movie tongue. My son was riding with them 3 times. When they reach by the church, she just jump out of the car and they just switch seat and he driving my car. And they go and stand up twice to buy fast food and thing. Driving my car, my son tell me that. Just imagine she do that in front of my son. You understand? Switching seats so the child go feel like that's the right thing she doing. When I called she did that the other day and asked her why she had this man driving my car. You know, she go tell me she don't know what she was doing. She wasn't thinking shit. I said, well, you're a mad woman or you gotta be real mad. You understand? She said she apologized. I say, yeah. I say, girl, and I just hang up that phone on she. Just imagine that the insurance is only for me and she to drive that car. So if that man hit my car, whatever that tell me, I pay $90,000 for that.
Just imagine, Mark, people driving Mark's car, and you telling me I didn't know Mark was getting on. If Mark know he was getting it and all too. But don't worry, the information that I have given, the information that I have given, ladies and gentlemen, it will serve the police right. And remember, I don't want to take I ain't going to say the word. I don't want to take and remember this, I don't want to take the big S. Let me leave it right there, the big S. Just remember that letter, S. That letter, S, remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ian Allen, this is Crime Watch. We're out of time. Make sure and get your ad on Crime Watch. Make sure and WhatsApp me on 290-4426. So those of you who had the double murder on your mind, we have made a breakthrough and so many, even the Barrack Paw. Could you just give me a shot at I'm looking for 2 individuals. I'm looking for 2 individuals to assist me. 2 individuals. I'm trying to get in contact with this guy here. This guy here, tell me where I can find him. This guy here, look at him and look at him well. And this other guy here, Badsra Arnold Arnold Bansraj. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. This is Ian Allen. This is Crime Watch. WhatsApp me on 294-4081. Thank you.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. For crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling